It's 11:30 at night, and guess what? It is time. Yeah. You got Alright, we'll start. Ready? So you want to be a foodie with the Invincibles? Well, it's 11:30 at night, and we haven't eaten yet. So let's start making a movie about eating food. Sounds like a good plan. Tonight we're going to make ravioli with my grandma memaw's recipe. Basically, she makes manicotti, but, you know, we're shoving it in a ravioli because we don't know how to make manicott. And then we're also making Uncle Paul's cream dream salad. I think there's ambrosia of the gods in there. I'm not sure. But, let's do it.
So the first step is to make the pasta for the ravioli, because once the pasta is made, we need to put it in the fridge and let it chill for about 20 minutes. So we're going to start out with just our 1 cup of flour, and we dump it on something kind of clean, you know, something that the cats haven't sat on recently. And then we kind of make a little, push it all together if we can, and I really should be using a spoon for this, but the prop master did not provide one, so we'll just do it this way. And hey, Don, do you want to help me with this? You've never made pasta, right?
Sure, Ren, I will help you with the ravioli.
Okay, the next step is, could you do this part?
Next step is cracking the egg.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's crack the egg. Lovely. Look at the good job that I did. Now this is a brown egg, which means it's made of chocolate. So if you have a hard time finding a chocolate egg at your grocery store, you probably don't live in a foodie neighborhood and you should move. Oh, Rin, it's smoking! The lava, Rin! The lava! God, no! Contain it. Alert the villagers! What's happening? Have you saved them?
No. Our pasta's ruined. Thanks a lot, Dawn.
I have egg in my hands. The proper way to deal with salmonella is to taste it. I don't feel so good.
Alright, well, can you get a close shot of this, James? So, once the egg is in there, you're supposed to gently, just move it around, fork it around a little bit. Fork it around into the flour. No, no cats. And just stir it up, stir it up.
This was Thomas's chance to help you, though, Rin. He could have helped you.
The cats are very good with kneading, but okay, so once you get it to this stage, the best thing to do is to have James do it for you. Can you help me out here? Okay.
I think it'll probably be okay.
So what's the deal? It's not my mess.
No.
It's Dawn's.
The village was saved.
That was a nice shot of the light. Right, so now that it's all kind of mixed up, we need to knead it for just a little bit. Make sure it gets all stickety stuck together.
Oh, you keep stepping on my toe. Get off my sock. Okay, do steady shot.
James, can you look at the camera and say stickety stuck again?
Stickety stuck?
I'm gonna have Coke because I'm a foodie. I need a wine glass!
Here you go. Here's your wine glass.
Thank you.
It's from Jared and Jane's wedding. Hope you enjoy it.
Oh, it has love in it, then.
If by love you mean Coke.
What is that? I think this is a good year for Coca-Cola.
Oh.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers.
Do you know what you're supposed to do, ladies, if you want to not get your lipstick on the glass? Lick it first. Just lip gloss. Ooh.
So I've been kneading the pasta for, I don't know, 5 minutes now. And the gluten in the flour is really starting to bind together and set up nicely. So it's about time to let it sit. See how nice and resilient it is? You squeeze it, it starts to squish back. That's what you want your pasta to be like. Then we're going to stick it in some plastic wrap for a little while in the fridge, let it set up.
How long is a little while?
Well, it depends on how much time you have, but 20 minutes will do it.
We have 5.
We have 5? Well, then we'll let it sit for 5 minutes.
Put it in the freezer.
Not in the freezer. Don't put it in the freezer.
Now let's make some breadcrumbs for the filling. So preheat the oven to 350 and let's cut up some bread, which is a pure foodie thing to make breadcrumbs because I would just buy it at home. But here we'll just cut up just enough, just a couple slices. Excuse me. Can't resist. Maybe a little bit more. We'll see. About that much, just to make breadcrumbs, and we'll put them in the oven, our preheated oven. So then take your bread and put it on a pan because it's too small. It will fall through. We're using a baguette, but you can use Wonder Bread or some cheap hamburger rolls. I would say check them in about 5 minutes.
Brought to you by Catboxing.
Ding ding. What's a Round 2, Ruby versus Thomas. Ding ding. Thomas is the winner! Okay, let's get our toast out of the oven. Make sure you turn it off because you'll burn your place down.
Don't want that.
No. And we'll add these to corner to make breadcrumbs. Rin, will you help me out? Sure. Thanks. She's my lovely assistant. Not like that.
How crummy do you want them?
Very, very, very fine.
How's that?
Finer.
She sure seems like a foodie.
Not a foodie. You're a foodie.
But Don, our Cuisinart doesn't go any finer.
That's why we buy breadcrumbs.
Cool. So we add this to this, and turn on and let it go. Or you can use utensil. Push it down with. Or let it go slowly. The Cuisinart. Look at it go. Slowly. Still.
Now we're going to be adding ricotta cheese, and this is Precious name brand. Apparently my squirrel Precious has opened up a cheese factory, which I'm really proud of because she is doing well for herself.
You wondered why she wasn't visiting. Now you know.
Now I know. She's a ricotta cheese empress.
Totally.
Did I tell you to add that? No! It's okay.
Bring Miss Maselli a Coke.
Did I not ask for Merlot? Okay, about half of this pint container. Ricotta is really the secret.
You need a spoon?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Our cameraman's in the way.
Okay. Lovely assistant, Corinne. Now we get the Parmesan. Now, do you guys like Parmesan? Do you like the flavor? That really depends.
Quite.
Some people aren't fans, so let's see how it smells, how strong. It's pretty strong, but it smells good. Like, Chuck E. Cheese. mix this all up. And let's add some Italian seasonings. Now this is oregano, basil, and some marijuana.
Mystery. It's a mystery.
There's no weed in this.
Do not come to my house. There is no weed here.
Alright, and what else was in there? Mix this all up.
James, what else was in there?
We need a little bit of salt.
It's Dawn's memaw's recipe. I don't know what goes in it.
Memaw, don't tell me. So you want to see how it's getting nice and crumbly. Just a pinch of salt. Someday we'll be able to afford salt. What kind of cooking show is this? Oh! Okay. And pepper. Just a tiny bit of pepper. Most people don't know that all Italians detest pepper. Wait, it's just me.
I'm 1/16 Italian. What are you talking about?
I'm 1/16 your ass. Now that the chicken has delivered the egg, we are ready for the last and final ingredient. Eggshell.
It's for the added calcium, of course.
It's good for you.
Oh dear, thank you. Okay, and really what we want to do is a gentle fold into, no, don't mix it. Mmm, yummy. Now this is enough. You might be saying to yourself, that's a lot of freaking cheese. Well, we are having a dinner party for 50, so. You're off camera.
Delicious.
All right, we're ready to stuff them.
So this is an Imperialist brand pasta maker.
It's an Imperia brand.
I think it was made in China. It's probably Imperialist.
It was made in Italy. It's an Italian pasta maker for making Italian pasta.
It's a fascist pasta maker.
It's an Imperia pasta maker.
Okay. It's an Imperia pasta maker from our friend Lara from Circus Contraption. And they're an awesome circus out of Seattle. She teaches trapeze lessons. Very cool. But she got it for us as an 8-year late wedding gift. Very sweet.
Very sweet.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know how much it is. I don't know what circus trapeze artists can afford. So.
Oh, by the way, they also sell pasta makers with an electric motor on them. So I guess we don't have to be like the Italian peasants.
Ew. Oh.
The Italian peasants who sang pirate songs while they made pasta, of course. Pasta to make your ravioli out of. There's our fabulous ravioli rolled out, and only slightly worse for the wear. Okay, so now we're going to put the filling in the ravioli. And a little for the cats. It's good mana to do that.
That's too big.
Yeah, that's too big. We want to make smaller ravioli. We've been making them kind of big, and it's hard to get the pasta per cheese ratio if they're too big. It's hard to get that right. That looks pretty good.
So basically we just want to put a little bit of water on the pasta in a ladder formation around the ravioli pockets so that we can seal them a little bit more easily. Just a little ladder all around the pockets. We're being really cautious in making them small because we've done these before and like them that way, but you can make them however you want. You can try them huge if you like. They might be delicious that way. It's difficult to say. It's whatever your taste preference is. And then we just lay this other pocket on top, just like that, and kind of push it down all around. Squish that ravioli down a little bit. Make it flatter instead of so round. Squish it, yeah, just like that. Perfect. And there you go. It's the Fancy Man's Chef Boyardee. Perfect. And then we will just, we're going to be real fancy and use a pizza cutter to just slice these ravioli out of their cages and into our stomachs. You don't have to be very good at this. It's pretty easy. Just slice away between the cheeses and then peel the rest off. And you can roll it out and use it for another ravioli if you'd like. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Which I'm sure we will do that as we... I'm sure we will roll that out.
Yeah.
That's what we like to do. And we have a lot of cheese sauce. Or filling left.
Thanks to Dawn. Hey, where is Dawn?
I don't know. I thought she wanted to be here for this.
You know, I think she's still in the bathroom, actually. Dawn? Dawn? Are you okay? Okay. She wants us to go in without her.
Okay, all right. What does she think this is, an optometrist's office? Okay, so we're going to make the Uncle Paul's orange cream dream salad. The recipe is pretty simple, and actually that's just the dressing. It's describing the salad can be whatever you want, whatever kind of greens you want. But the dressing consists of orange juice, and since we do live in California and we do have our own tree right outside this window with fresh oranges, we're going to squeeze our own. But you could use, you could use store-bought. It doesn't really.
You mean outside our house for like another couple months?
Yeah, for another couple months until we get kicked out of here. So I'm using. Is this just second generation, or are we the third generation to use this orange juice squeezer?
I think we're post 70s.
Yeah. Well, so this is a fancy juice squeezer from Mama Terry, my mother-in-law, and we're just about at the half cup. I'll do the other half of this one.
It smells good.
Yeah, this should be good. The oranges are starting to get ready to go. So my friend, you are saved for today. Okay, in addition to the orange juice, we're going to add that to our little mason jar.
That was not one of the mason jars from the garage.
Yeah, this is a new mason jar, and not full of mystery fruit. So that's out of the way. To our half cup of orange juice, we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. For that delicious cream dreamsicle flavor, we want roughly a half a cup of olive oil. I like to go a little light on the oil, but there we have it. And And we're going to use a little bit of honey as a sweetener here.
That looks good.
This is Marshall's Farm honey. It's actually Marin wildflower. Rin and Dawn got that for me when they were up in seeing the whales up in by the coast.
Point Reyes Station.
Point Reyes Station. So I need a little more than that. And
So how much did you put in?
I put about 2 teaspoons in.
2 teaspoons of honey?
Yeah, 2 teaspoons of honey. You could use sugar or another sweetener if you prefer, and you can vary it according to your taste. But just give it a good shake.
Is that your milkshake?
Just about. That's looking good. Okay. Just breaking up our lettuce here. You can use a bag mix. It doesn't matter. We're not going to judge you. We don't judge.
Say it again.
We don't judge you. You can use a bag mix.
You've been rubbing your eyes.
Yes, I've been rubbing my eyes. It's allergy season. Can't be helped. Okay, so we've got a mix of a couple different lettuces. Some butter lettuce and some red lettuce, I believe. And we're going to throw in some grapes.
Yum.
Yummy, yummy grapes. We are using red grapes. You can use whatever kind of grapes you want. But if I were to recommend something, it'd be the red ones. I always like my salad dressing freshly shaken. Okay. So then we're going to pour on a little bit.
Pour on a lot.
Yes, I'm pouring on as much as I think is necessary.
I think Dawn and I will like a lot.
I think you will, but I think you'll be satisfied with what's on there.
We'll see.
And then we're adding some French fried onions. Oh look, it's a bunny.
So the final step in our ravioli making is to go ahead and add it to the boiling water. You can throw a bunch of water in a pot, however much you think would be fine. Some salt, and then you just add your ravioli and cook them for probably 3 to 5 minutes. You want to basically throw them in and they look kind of like this, and hopefully prettier than ours, but you know, pretty much like this. You don't want to double layer them, kind of keep them single layer. Try to add them all at about the same time. And then wait until they float all the way up to the top.
Hey mambo, mambo italiano. Hey mambo, mambo italiano. Go, go, Joe. You mixed up a Siciliano. Oh, you calabrese, do the mambo like you crazy. Hey mambo, mambo italiano. Hey mambo, mambo italiano. Go, go, Joe. You shake it like a Giovanni. And la quesadilla get a happy in the beach when you're mambo. Shake it, baby, shake it, cause I love it when you take it out. Hey, Jagu, you don't have to go to
I like Scarlet too.
just make a little beef flamping.
Not always fun, whatever it is.
Get you so good looking, but you don't know what's cooking to you. Hey, mambo, mambo italiano. Hey, mambo, mambo italiano. Go, go, Joe, you mixed up a Siciliano. Oh, you calabrese, do a mambo like a crazy. Shake it, baby, shake it, baby. Shake it, baby, shake it, baby. Mambo italiano. Shake it, baby, shake it, baby. Shake it, baby, shake it, baby.
Alright, so our ravioli have risen to the top. and we're just going to drain them. Always be sure to run cool water when you're draining pasta or potatoes so you don't damage your pipes. Although at this point it's simply out of some sort of OCD habit rather than any sort of concern for our pipes, seeing as our house is going to be knocked down within the next 6 months.
It's true. She's still busy.
Again?
We should go ahead and eat.
Okay. If you've got 3 or 4 hours and a whole lot of patience, you could make your own sauce, but we figure that making the pasta is pretty much good enough. Maybe we'll do a sauce episode at some point, but definitely it would be something that you would want to do and then can it or jar it, and then, so let's pretend that we already did that. A little Parmesan cheese on top, and just put as much sauce or as little cheese as you like. And presentation is everything, of course, and this looks good enough to eat, so let's do it. Dawn, are you okay?